Welcome to Intuitive Alchemy, where we have alchemy for your mind and magic for your heart. My name is Artisha. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for tapping in to the channel. Hello. I would like to say hello to all of my subscribers, all of my future subscribers. Please look through the channel. I do have videos that are about spiritual transformation. I love talking about self development in its different various forms, such as self awareness, self worth, esteem, how to move forward on this spiritual journey to the best of your abilities. Let's see. I also love I love doing tarot readings, oracle readings, and also delivering ancestral messages. So, with that being said, I have a message. This particular message, the title is The Stench of Desperation Awakens the Predators. The stench of desperation awakens the predators. Here we go. So, desperation makes you hungry, okay? It sends out it's like a hormone. And hormones are picked up by pheromones are picked up by the opposite sex. It's an attracting hormone, right? Pheromones are an attracting hormone. Think of desperation the same way. When you're desperate, you are so hungry and so thirsty that you will consume anything. Absolutely anything. Anything that comes into your path. If you are that hungry and that thirsty and that desperate, you will take it. You will settle. Now, have I settled in life? Of course, many and plenty of times. Yes. Have other people I've known done it? Yes. Have you done it? Possibly. I want to say yes since you're here. That title probably tagged your attention, so I'm going to say yes. You've probably settled at least more than once, at least more than 3 times in your life. Um, the when you decide to settle, okay, you are trying to feel, you are trying to be filled. Even if you subconsciously know that this is a temporary illusion of wholeness. And that's exactly what we do when we're running off of the energy of desperation and we're just grabbing at whatever comes our way. You are settling for that temporariness, that temporary feeling of wholeness that is an illusion. It's fake, it's phony, it's not real. And in the back of your mind, you know it's not real. Because in your conscious mind or your forward mind, you are mentally trying to convince yourself that if I grab it now, it's going to get better. I know it's going to get better. If I grab it now, there's nothing else out here for me to grab onto, or there's nothing else that's showing up in my path. Okay, this is how you know you're settling, because you're already trying to convince yourself mentally that what you're getting ready to grab and hold on to and attach yourself to, you're already trying to convince yourself of the value of the thing. When you're not settling, you don't have those conversations. It is an ease and flow. It is that thing sees your worth and value, and you see that thing's worth and value, and it is just an ease and a flow to it. There's no mental conversations about, if we grab this now, this might be the only chance we get to grab onto something like this. No, that is literally acting out of lack. That is fear acting out of lack. Okay, let me stick to my notes. So, like I stated before, the title is The Stench of Desperation Awakens the Predators. I've seen desperation when it comes to tarot readings, which I do. Desperation for guidance, which is why scammers are so popular in the DMs, is because people are so desperate to be led. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. People are so desperate to get a word. to get a message, to have somebody help them figure it out. There's nothing wrong with tarot readings. There's nothing wrong with seeking guidance. But you gotta seek the guidance first, on your own first, okay? Because the tarot readings are just confirmations, okay? It should be nothing new to you. Whatever's being told to you should not be something that that's your first time hearing. Tarot readings should be, oh, right, I remember that, or I got an unction about that, or I got an inkling about that, or I thought that's what was happening, but I really wasn't sure. That's the point of tarot readings, are confirmations, okay? And then you take those readings, and then it's still up to you to make a decision on what you should do according to your situation. Tarot readings are not a end-all, be-all, okay? Desperate for that person's touch, attention, or approval has you settling for inconsistency and a lack of integrity. And the lack of integrity goes both ways. It goes both ways. We have to learn how to be comfortable in being accountable with the things that we decide and the actions that we put out. Desperation will have you quickly accepting a job to get away from another job without considering its true benefits financially and personally in your life. I've done this. That's how come I can say it, because I've done it. I ran from one job, like, oh my God, I can't wait to get about this job. They're getting on my nerves. Oh, I can't wait. And then as soon as I got that call, I was like, I'm out. I hadn't even talked to management yet. I hadn't even asked questions yet. I hadn't even set up the interview yet. I had already decided in my head, I'm out. Okay? So I had already convinced myself that no matter what they told me, no matter what I felt during this interview, no matter what came up, no matter what red flags was being shown, I'm taking it. I was acting out of desperation. And when you are in that energy and you're making major decisions, again, you're caught up in the fear of lack, okay? You're caught up in, I don't know if something better is going to come my way. I don't know if I'm worthy of something better. You're acting like time is running out when time is what? Just an illusion. You're acting out of fear from the lack mindset. Now, that leads me to the aspect of self-sabotage. Self-sabotage will entrap you and literally tie you up in a situation that weighs you down, that stagnates you, and postpones you from the path that you really and truly should have been on. Okay? So we have desperation, self-sabotage, we have the lack mindset, and then we're operating out of fear. Those 4 areas, okay? And you're settling, okay? So these are some of the reasons why I almost want to pull out my card. Why you get the 9 of Swords energy, you get the 10 of Swords energy, you get the 8 of Swords energy. It's when you take on too much responsibility because you're so quick to accept something without having the patience to see exactly what you're saying yes to, without asking the proper questions to see exactly what's expected of you. And take this as it applies because, excuse me, take this as it applies because it is easy for me to talk about this in regards to a job or a career, but this also has to do with any type of relationship as well. It's you're meeting people, excuse me. It's you're meeting people and you're so desperate for friends, for companionship, right? And just like you're ready to meet, you're ready to have new friends, you're ready for companionship, you're ready to hang out with people, and you've been isolated for some time, and for some reason or another, you run into people, you meet people, you start conversing, you like their initial vibe, and the more that you get to know them, the more that you talk to them over the phone, you guys go out for lunch, and you may not physically be seeing the red flags, but energetically you're feeling like something is off. But you're allowing the feelings of loneliness to tell you, to comfort you, and to seduce you. That's okay. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about your intuition blaring like an 8 o'clock alarm. It's all right. It's all right. Because we're really having a good time right now. We're dressed up. We look cute. She looks cute. We're enjoying our lunch. We're kikiing. That will trip you up every time. Every time. So, let's get to another storyline that I want to share. So, there's this movie called Lucy. It's called Lucy, Lucy. It's on Netflix. I've watched it probably like 4 times already. It's a really good movie. And in the beginning of the movie, Lucy is out with this guy that she's getting to know. I believe she's only known him for about a week, 7 days. And they're at this building. He has a briefcase in his hand. And he's like, Lucy, I really need you. I really need you to take this briefcase into this building and deliver it for me. And Lucy says, I have something to do. I actually need to go home, take care of myself, do some studying. I have a lot on my plate. Lucy's still standing there after she says that. The guy says, Lucy, I really need you to do this for me. Lucy's still standing there. The guy says, come on, would you really do this for me? And then Lucy says, what's in the case? The guy says, I don't know what's in the case. Lucy says, you gotta know what's in the case. Lucy, why are you still standing there? Then the guy says, she says, well, are you getting paid for this? And the guy says, yeah, I'm getting about $1,000. Without question, he takes out $500, he rolls it up, and he puts it in her jacket. She still hasn't walked away yet. Okay, she still has not walked away yet. And then when she finally decides, okay, I'm going to turn around and walk away, he grabs her arm and he puts the handcuff on her arm that's attached to the briefcase. She's highly upset. She walks to the building. She goes to the front desk. Now, on her way to the front desk, the imagery, which is fantastic in the movie, moves to a gazelle being hunted in the forest by lions? By lions. Okay? Because that's exactly what it's like. When you are acting out of desperation, you are literally the gazelle in the wild. And your stench of desperation has alerted the predators that prey is here. Food is here. Okay? That is what it's like when you are acting out of desperation. You have the visual. If you go watch that movie, it's in the very first 15, 20 minutes of the movie. You will see that man that was in so much desperation to get this briefcase delivered. And Lucy although she didn't appear to be as desperate, but when she made her needs known, and she said, hey, I'm going to put me first. I got some studying I need to do. I'm going to go home. Lucy, why are you still standing there? Just, why are you still standing there? But we do this. We tell people what we expect from them. We tell people, this is what I can deal with, and this is what I cannot deal with. And when they show you what you cannot deal with, when they show you the red flags, you still conversate with them. You still open up space for them. You still open up space for them to be in your life. And then you become prey. And they just eat you up. They eat you up energetically. They eat you up emotionally. They eat you up mentally. Because you can't even think straight. Why are you still standing there? After you done told this person what your needs are. After you done told this person what you expect. And they like, yeah, okay, I hear what you need, but right now this is what I need. And Lucy's still standing there. From then on, and also Lucy was curious, okay? She was highly curious. That's why she was still there. Because she was trying to figure out his business. She was trying to figure out, well, how long you been doing this? Well, what's in the... Ain't none of this got nothing to do with Lucy. Just like us, a lot of other people's issues have nothing to do with us. And that's how other people's problems becomes your situation. Because once you figure out, oh, this ain't got nothing to do with me, you still standing there. You still entertaining that person. And eventually they trade with you. Instead of them becoming the prey, you become the prey. Okay. So in the movie, oh, I don't know if I should tell the rest of this part because maybe some people haven't seen it. Anywho, so I ain't gonna tell the rest of it because it's a really good movie to watch. So from this point on of her life, the trajectory of her life does a 360 like you would never believe. Does she find out amazing things about herself? Absolutely, but it's because of this drug that never would have got into her system had Lucy walked away from that conversation. Had she just said, you know what, I don't give a damn what you got going on, this ain't none of my business, I need to go home, I'm out, and left, her life would have had a different path. How do we know, or how do we keep ourselves from being desperate or being caught up in desperate situations? How do we do that? Like, what are some of the guidelines that we should have in place to keep us out of putting ourselves in self-sabotage, acting out of desperation, having a lack mindset, and operating out of fear? What are some things that, well, from what I know is, first thing first, because she gonna always say what your intuition tell you. What your intuition tell you to do or not to do. I'm gonna always root for the intuition because your intuition is here to serve you. Your intuition is here to love on you, to help you. Your intuition will never harm you. Your intuition will never tell you something wrong. Your intuition is never wrong. It's not. That's been my experience. And that's what I'm going to stick with. First of all, listen to your intuition. Now, I don't know if some people consider discernment and intuition different things, but I'm going to say next, have discernment. Discernment comes with trusting that you will always make the right decisions. A lot of people do not trust themselves to make the best decision for themselves. And that is an esteem issue. That's a lack of self-awareness, an esteem issue, a lack of value. It's several issues wrapped in one when you don't trust yourself to make decisions for yourself. Next, this is my favorite. Because people will always try to convince you that, oh, you only have two options. Oh, you only have one option. Not in my world. In my world, I have as many options as I desire. That's just something that's always been with me, is that when people try to make me feel like you can only pick between one or two things, I automatically resist that. Go against that, don't accept that. Because to me, I know that if I make a decision and I don't like the outcome, I can always make another decision. I'm never trapped in a decision. It's only if you believe that you are. And if you believe that you are, then so shall it be. Then so it is. So you always have options. You have to remember, you have to be willing to accept that you always have options. I don't care what it looks like. I don't care what it feels like. I don't care what you're being told. You have to train your mind that no matter what I'm experiencing, I always can make a different decision. I can always seek out other options. You are never ensnared. You are never entrapped. That is a mind thing. That's a mindset thing. Another thing is looking at previous experiences, looking at your patterns. What are your cycles of patterns in your life? What have you done in the past that can help you right now? In the past, I did A, B, and C, and D, and that got me where? Did it get you to where you want to be, or somewhere different? Like Lucy. The decision that she made to still stand there and go back and forth with that man, where did that get her? That got her caught up in severe survival mode, where she was literally fighting for her life, fighting to survive through the whole entire movie. Even when she came into self-awareness, even when she honed in on her human technology, she was still in survival mode because she made the decision to keep that desperate person in her life, in her space. Instead of rejecting that energy of desperation and going about her business. So 2 more things, and then I'm going to just go ahead and wrap this up. 2 things I know about predators is that they don't like you asking a lot of questions. They don't. They don't like you asking a lot of questions. They don't like you being informed. They don't like you being nosy. Be nosy. Ask questions and then ask more questions. Even if you know the answer, ask questions. And trust your intuition with what you hear. Trust how you feel. Trust, when people speak, there's energy attached to that. And energy does not lie. That's why I'm telling you, your intuition will never lie to you. Your intuition is never wrong. It's just that you don't listen to your intuition. Next, predators love to rush you. Predators do not appreciate patience. If you are taking your time to try to figure things out and you want more time to figure things out and you just don't know yet and people are getting irritated about that, baby, that's a whole red flag. Red flag on the play. Because I'm not going to be rushed into making major decisions, any decision really, but major decisions in my life that affect me financially and personally. Oh, baby, no, I can't be rushed on that. I will not be rushed, and I will ask all the questions that I need to ask so I can be informed. Those 2 things I know for sure. Well, this is the end of my video. I would really love some feedback on this. I really would. So again, the stench of desperation awakens the predators. Y'all, don't be out here being predators and don't be out here being the prey. It's not worth it. On either side of the spectrum, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Stay on your path, stay on your journey. And if that energy should pass you or cross you, have patience with yourself. Ask questions to be informed as much as you feel like you need to be informed. Take your time with making decisions. Make sure that you're not being desperate. Make sure that you're not accepting these offers because you're acting out of desperation, or you want to be so quick to grab onto something so nobody else will get it. That's a lack mentality. We're not making decisions out of lack mentality, especially when we live in the realm of Mother Earth. Mother Earth is all about abundance and prosperity. That's who she is. She's breathing, walking, talking cycles of abundance and prosperity. Okay? I want to say more, but I won't. This is the end of the video. Thank you so much for tapping into Cadaver Intuitive Alchemy, where we have alchemy for your mind and magic for your heart. I hope that this has, I'm going to stop saying that word, hope. This video has blessed you, I know. Because we're not going to use that word no more. H-O-P-E, I'm not using that word no more. Coming into the end of 2023, going into 2024, I am focusing and being intentional about not using that word anymore. So, thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much for liking the video and hitting the notification bell so that you are aware and notified when I am dropping videos. That's all I got, y'all. Till next time.